Starting the long hair journey, you're going to quickly learn how convenient protective styles are. And there are so many to choose from, but my absolute favorite is a 6-month sew-in. This hairstyle right here is not only trendy, convenient, and gorgeous, but it allows you, if done properly, to retain inches. In today's video, I'm going to share with you my tips, tricks, techniques, and methods that I have been using for years to accomplish a 6-month sew-in and help someone's hair thrive. Hey curl friends, and welcome back to Cocaknotz, home of the Long Hair Society. I'm Crystal, and I love showing easy and simple ways to get to longer, stronger, thicker natural hair. So first things first, we have got to develop a braid pattern for the 6-month sew-in. So I'm working on freshly shampooed hair that has been stretched with a blow dryer. You can do the same technique on wet hair if you want, but it's a lot more comfortable for the client if they have their hair stretched out by a blow dryer. I like to start out with the anchor braid, and I braid this straight across the nape of the head. Please do this first braid like this because you don't want the nape of the person's hair to start to break at all. Now, there are so many braid patterns out there, and to be honest with you, most of them work. You're just trying to get the hair flat for the sewing, but this is how I do mine, only because I feel like this type of braid pattern can work on thick hair, long hair, short hair, thin hair. Like it works for all different hair types, and it works for a long time. So other braid patterns might be perfect, but will it be able to stay on someone's head for 6 months without making their unit look too big? And I feel like this weave-in technique allows for the hair to be installed for months at a time without the unit looking big on her head and very wiggy. Right now, I'm creating additional anchor braids, and this is going to be from the edges to the back of her head, going in opposite directions. I know it probably sounds confusing, but if you really watch closely, you'll be able to see the pattern I'm creating. So yeah, boo, I'm gonna need you to clock that pattern, okay? Clock it. To minimize me having to sew up all these loose braids at the end, as you can see, I try to stuff the ends of the previous braid into the new braid. That way, I don't have a lot of ends to sew up. Like I said, I've been using this braid pattern for basically decades right now, and I've tried all the braid patterns out there. But if you watch most of my videos, you'll notice a trend with this type of braid pattern because, like I said, it works. Now, I have tried the round the whirl. I have tried the one that the Atlanta girls do. But back when I ain't know no better, oh baby, I used to do straight backs and then sew somebody hair in. And then the nape of their hair will like eat out. It will be gone. So don't do straight backs. And if you do any type of straight backs, make sure you start an anchor braid at the nape of the hair. Please don't braid nobody hair too tight because they will lose hair. There is no reason to braid someone's hair tight for a sew-in. The sew-in is all about locking your threads to keep it long lasting, not about tight braids at all. And also, you really don't have to do someone's hair too small. As you can see, these are not tiny braids. You ain't gotta have them tiny old braids just for your hair to look flat. All you gotta do is focus on putting the bulk of the style in the back, in the middle, and not on the top, and their hair won't look wiggy. It'll look very flat. Now, she has very thick hair. It's pretty long, and I've done thicker and longer with this braid pattern, and it still works. Their hair is still very flat. Even months later, when it's time for a retouch, it's still very flat. This interweaving technique works wonders. You're still able to get to your scalp if you need a scratch or if you need to add drops or oils, and it's perfect for all textures of hair. I have done European hairstyles with this type of braid pattern. I have done so many different type of people's hair. You can put a net on if you want. You can have side part, middle part, pushback part, anything, and still incorporate this braid pattern. All right, so I got my threads ready, and one thing I like to do, I like to have a bunch of needles and I like to thread them up, and I just put them on a styrofoam. The extensions are nice and clean. I'm reusing old hair extensions because they're really great quality. But before we do all of that, you know, I do things differently, okay? I'm all about that hair growth. I ain't just gonna put no shit in your hair and just make you look good. No, I'm gonna make your hair grow. And that's on everything. So what I'm going to do right now, and if you watch the previous videos, you know I already oiled her scalp and oiled her hair. But now that her hair is braided down, I got to make this a protective style for real. So I have got to wet her hair down because we dried it out. We used a blow dryer and we sealed it with oils. But why not just go ahead and spray it down some more with some soft and conditioned water and add some more oils and butters just to make sure it's sealed. Because remember, this can be a 6-month sewing, and I don't know if she's going to keep it in for 6 months. I don't know if she's even going to wash it again, water it again. So I got to act like she ain't going to do nothing, even though we're going to make sure she gets some maintenance done to this. Wetting your hair down before you sew in the weave is a game changer. Trust me. It's like giving your hair one last drink of water before it goes in the desert, right? So after I put the Main Magic Growth Drops on top of her damp hair, now I have got to seal those ends. I wet down those ends nice and good, got them real saturated, and now I'm going to slather this end repair butter. I slather so much you see the ends change in texture. You see how I seal it. You got to make sure you seal those ends because I'm going to sew up them ends, and I'm going to need them ends to still be there when I cut this weave out. And this end repair butter is going to do its job. It got some strong butters in here. I'm talking about butters that I ain't even heard of until I put it together in this bottle. So you definitely want to make sure you seal those ends, get them ends nice and hydrated and pretty and ready to be sewn up. But I ain't done yet. Now, we ain't done. I'm going to go ahead and put the Magic Growth Oil. This is a very thick oil, and I'm going to put that on the mid shafts of her braids. Yes, we want to make sure that her hair stays sealed. That way, when we take her hair out, she ain't got a lot of breakage or nothing like that. It's all about retainment. We ain't doing a sewing just to do a sewing for style. We are trying to collect and retain inches. This is a protective style. This is a style for long hair and to get longer hair. This is not just so you can go to the club and go out and you can just have somebody else's hair attached to your hair. No, we are using this as a tool. We are sewing up and protecting our natural, beautiful hair while we use someone else's hair that we can put heat on, we can manipulate, and it still looks very trendy. It's like a beautiful, colorful, interesting hat, but you get to comb this hat and curl this hat. And when you take this hat off, your natural hair is a lot longer. Now, I know some people are against this. They're like, why would you sew up your beautiful, thick, long hair just to put somebody else's hair on? Because we want thicker, longer, stronger hair, and we gonna keep using a convenient sewing because it's a technique, it's art, it's fun, and because we can. But at the same time, it can be very dangerous for your hair if you're not on top of your maintenance, if someone is not installing it right, if it's too tight, if you are removing it dry, if you're not putting in oils or butters, if you're not watering your hair while you have this weave in, then this weave is useless. But if you're using this weave as a tool to longer hair by using low manipulation techniques, well, girl, you an alchemist. Now, when it comes to the stitching part, I like to use a C-curved needle, and I use just regular thread. I know some people like to use nylon thread because they feel like this thread takes out your hair and this cuts your hair. But if your hair is moisturized and if it's oiled up, it's going to be hard for some thread to cut your hair. And that's why I make sure that the hair is not too dry, and I pretty much protect each strand by loading it with oils just in case this thread trying to cut through somebody's hair. But I've never seen thread cut through nobody's hair. So yeah. But we're basically done. I am just closing up her traditional sewing. She does have some leave out on the side. I had to change her leave out to the side part because she was doing too much damage to her edges and her middle part. So yeah, she's a side part baddie. Get it, girl. Now this time I gave her instructions not to use too much heat on her leave out and just use a headband most times. So I curled it all up and I used these rollers in her head, and these are just some beautiful curls. I gave the weave a little bit of trim just to give it some vavoom, a little bit of layers, and I really love how this turned out. She's going to keep this in for a while. Make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to show you guys how to maintain this type of sewing. I'm talking about shampoos. I'm talking about weekly maintenance. I'm going to do a retouch, show you how to retighten a sewing, and it's going to be a great adventure. So make sure you are subscribed for that. But this weave came out so nice. I don't know if you guys remember everything we had to go through to get here, but if you watch all the series in this 3-part series, yeah, you know that we had some work cut in for us, but baby, we did it. Well, I did it. And her hair is clean now. It's fresh. She has a new style. Yes, I was disappointed with some of the breakage that I seen throughout the hair, but it was very minimal. But we're going to make sure that don't happen no more. And just for that, I'm going to make sure her hair get extra longer, just to prove that 6-month sewings can be a benefit to you if you decide to use 6-month sewings as a protective style to get you to longer, thicker, stronger hair. Go back and watch all the steps to this 6-month sewing so you can learn how to do this on yourself, your home girl, or if you want to make an extra coin on the side. Whatever you do, just remember that long hair is your destiny and big hair is your birthright, and you can use the 6-month sewing to get there.